Welcome back to another video. This is a 2006 Lexus ES330. Also known as the 4th Gen, which was produced from 01 to 2006. And let me explain why exactly you need to buy one. And at the end of the video, I'll go over all of its common issues.
Look, you could buy a new Lexus with more technology and spend a long time paying it down, only for it to depreciate like a stone the moment you drive it off the lot.
But this has already depreciated, and it's Toyota. It's reliable.
Arguably, the motor is the main talking point with its 3.3-liter V6 that makes 218 horsepower, which is actually 7 horsepower less than the 2005 model year, with 21 to 29 miles per gallon.
This car can last well over 400,000 miles. It's the same motor that's in a Toyota Camry, just with a Lexus badge. Now, just like the engine, the transmission is arguably just as important. And with routine maintenance, just like the engine, is just as robust. We live in a consumer market that makes us believe that new is better. New is nice and shiny, right? New means a bigger price tag, less consumer usage, new technology, and more expensive insurance. But looking back at the tried and true that cost significantly less money. Let's check out that thud. That's a pretty nice thud. And that's almost exactly why you buy this type of car. It's a luxury car. You expect a nice thud. This is with the seat basically all the way back. Too far back for me. This is a lot of room. So if you're taller than 5'8", you should be good. Sitting in the cabin of this car, it feels like I'm totally closed out from everything that's happening. I could barely hear that. The materials used in this car is very nice. Soft touch material, which is what I'd expect. Soft touch, nice wood grain, and more soft touch. We have memory seats right here. Controls at our fingertips. The mirror control, gas and trunk and hood. Little storage compartment. Dimming the interior lights. This is also soft touch, which I like a lot. A lot of manufacturers cheap out on the dash. You have steering wheel controls here. A very simple entertainment center, which does look pretty nice. You know, you got that 6-disc CD changer. We basically have wood grain surrounding us from the front of the car to the back of the car. Also where the shift nod lies as well, which looks very good. Some fancy cup holders. I like how they kind of tuck away because you don't always need them. You have 2 buttons here, some top storage right here, then a fairly large storage bin with a 12-volt outlet right there. The seats are very nice leather with such low mile car. Even high mile examples still have their seats in pretty decent condition.
And that's just it. This is a Lexus. It's meant to stand the test of time with materials that are meant to last, like these nice high quality leather seats. Shining wood grain throughout the cabin, and an ergonomic feel that you'd expect with something of this prestige. And of course, an ashtray, because this is 2006 and smoking was cool.
I like how that's all blacked out before you turn the key over, and once you turn it over, it all lights up. That's nice. 72,000 miles on the dash, and some nice AC blowing out on the vents. So sitting in the back seat, it's not bad. Not bad. This front seat here is pushed back for probably someone about 6 foot tall, and I have an okay amount of room back here. We do have back seat vents, which is nice. Some adjustable headrests, which I don't know how to bring back down. And of course, you have a hump right in the floorboard. Just so you know, it's front wheel drive.
There is this armrest that folds down, which does have cup holders in it. And behind the armrest, there is a lockable pass-through.
It does have a pretty large trunk space here with a little bit of lighting. A full-size spare, which is very rare. A full-on toolkit. and your jack will be placed right there.
And one cool thing about this trunk is that you can open it with just one push of a button on the key fob. And the trunk is so light, you just need a fingertip to open it all the way. That is pretty cool. This is Lexus's classic silver metallic,
or in layman's term, silver.
Although this is not a brand new Lexus, its proud bumper, bold headlights, and front fascia does represent luxury, and the back is no different. Still modern looking with a view hard not to give a double take as you walk by.
Alright, so it's time to talk about the most common issues with these cars. And the most common issue with the motor will be the MAF airflow sensor being dirty, giving you poor acceleration, idle, probably pulling up a P0171 or P0174 engine code. Anyone can replace this. You gotta undo this clip, which is pulling this up and pulling out, and removing those two bolts. Now the next most common issue lies in the interior, and that is this airbag. This is a vinyl dash. The vinyl just shrinks up and causes this cracking, and it looks a little funny. If it bothers you, that stinks, and you're gonna have to replace it, which is not an easy task. And that's mainly due to this hot climate here in Texas. And there's an issue with warped rotors, and that's just basically people stomping on the brakes, and that can happen with any car. Did I just convince myself in buying a Lexus ES330? I mean, if those are the only main issues, sign me up. So you could start doing payments and leasing a brand new Toyota or Hyundai or whatever, but for a fraction of the price, and with a reliability track record, you could buy this instead. It's a nice luxury car with pretty decent gas mileage. And if things break down, there are many videos out there to help you fix it yourself. Anybody who's willing to learn can learn to replace something as simple as a MAP sensor or something as difficult as a radiator. It's all possible. Any car can have parts that fail, especially used cars. So if you're in the used car market, parts can and will fail with age. That's the name of the game. It's up to you to save up money to fix those repairs. If this helped you out, then I'm glad, and go ahead and like and subscribe. Of course, I want to thank Drive 512 Auto Ranch here in Austin, Texas. They're allowing me to produce this content to potentially help you all out, and that's my main goal. This is Chris AutoMotivate. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you next time.